EA Sports. It's in the game. Welcome, everyone, on a perfect night for football with the floodlights beaming down. I'm Derek Ray, and my commentary partner here on the gantry is the former Arsenal and West Ham player Stuart Robson. And the general feeling is we should be in for a spellbinding occasion. It is Rennes, and they take on Jamshedpur.
Well, thanks, Derek. The best coach I played under would always tell us before kick-off, earn the right to play. If you can win your individual battles, outrun your opponent, eventually you'll get the space to show your ability. I'm sure that's being echoed by the coaches here today.
Mbappe. The ball with Rodri. Xabi Alonso. And Diaz has it. Definitely look as though... Oh, he's through here! In it goes! An early goal! No wonder they're celebrating!
Well, you have to ask, where's the defending? The keeper is completely exposed, but he still had to finish it, and he did it really well. It's a good goal.
Back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. Pedri. Mbeumo. Haaland. Oh, that's a fine pass. And the referee blows the whistle. It is a free kick. Martin Ødegaard. And he has options available. Now, just the tackle that was needed. Luis Diaz. Alonso. Untidy in possession. Now can they make something happen? Clearly took a touch on the way out of play, so a throw-in to come. Martin Ødegaard. Paredes. And on to Ginola. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. Foul there. Free kick awarded. Ginola. He'll be breathing a sigh of relief. Ball one. Well, keeping it on the ground. Slightly off target, however. Martin Ødegaard. Pedri. David Ginola. Well, that's how to beat your opponent. Now, options are plenty. But a good piece of defending to bring it to an end. We will have 3 minutes of additional time at the end here. Well, they know they need to stop him. Can he open the door to a potential goal? And there it is! A 2-goal cushion now, and they just need to keep the concentration.
Well, here's the replay. Watch how he goes past his man with such ease, and it's just a change of pace. And it's a great finish. He holds off the defender, keeps his composure, and finds the back of the net. It's a marvellous goal.
So back underway with the scoreline standing at 2-0. And with that, the first half draws to a close. So the two teams have switched around, and the second half is underway. Alexander-Arnold. Back with Alexander-Arnold. Plenty of support here. Well, disappointing end to the move. And losing possession. Well, the attack looks promising. He's in with a chance. Oh, good defending to stop a decent-looking attack. And the flag has gone up.
Well, he has to work a lot harder to stay onside there. He didn't read the situation at all.
And into the last 30 minutes now. Mbappe. And Diaz has it. Will it be? And it goes! Well, it's one goal after another. A highly impressive performance.
Well, this is a very tidy finish, as you can see. He's under so much pressure, but his strength just allows him to hit through the ball cleanly. It's an excellent goal.
This is looking rather comfortable for them. 3-0. Mbappe. Paredes. Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. After the foul, a chance to contemplate what is next and perhaps a goal from this free kick. Here it is now, a substitution. Not the worst free kick in the world, but the goalkeeper equal to it. Pedri. Well, there's a really stylish piece of running. Smuggled away. Well, the final whistle approaching, and this has certainly been an away day to remember. Stuart, your assessment.
Well, what can you say about this performance? They've been absolutely brilliant. They've played with such guile and creativity, and their passing has been so expansive. Not many teams would have stopped them today.
And there it is, the full-time whistle here, and it's a victory for the visitors.
Well, Derek, what a good performance that was. They did most things right, and their attacking play was inventive and had a real cutting edge. That was a really dominant display from them today.
And good evening on what is a perfect night for football. The floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. I'm Derek Ray, ready to bring you match commentary, and alongside me is Stuart Robson. And the general feeling is we should be in for a spellbinding occasion. It's Jamshedpur taking on Real Madrid.
Thanks, Derek. Well, both managers will be reminding their players of starting the game quickly, pinning the opposition back, playing the ball forward and regaining possession as quickly as possible. Hopefully, we get a really good game here.
Rodri. Now in a more than decent position. Rodri. Now a decent position and a goal! That is a very bright start. Perfect way to open.
Well, here it is again, and it was never really in doubt, was it? He was always going to score from there.
And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? Carles Puyol. And it will be a free kick to Real Madrid. David Beckham. Grimaldo. And the decision is one of offside here. Kerkez. Xabi Alonso. Luis Diaz. Mbappe. Mbappe seemed to switch off for a moment, and now a throw-in. Dembele, Carles Puyol, and Alonso defending well. And that brings the attack to an end. Getting the ball forward, but the danger averted for now. Kimpembe, Xavi Alonso, Luis Diaz, Mbappe with it. Determined defending. Well, half-time coming up shortly and the home side on top. Stuart, interested to get your critique.
Yes, they're defended really well all over the pitch. Their work rate and discipline has been excellent, but any drop in tempo and this lead could easily slip away.
He's in with a chance. He can't hold on to it. And there it is, a goal. I must say, much to the annoyance of the keeper.
Well, when you see this again, I think the goalkeeper's very unlucky. He makes a good initial save, but the ball comes off of him, rebounds straight to an attacker, and the finish is excellent.
Two 0 now, and back underway. And the whistle is sounded for half-time in this game. Well, without putting too fine a point on it, Real really struggled in the first half. Will we see a response from them in the second? Just the challenge that was required. Camavinga. Here's Mbappe. Alonso. Hamšík. And possession lost by Real Madrid. Mbappe. It might be. Not out of the woods yet. Yaya Toure. Dembele on the ball. Van Basten. Hazard. Nicely timed tackle. Kylian Mbappe. 20 minutes to go. Eduardo Camavinga. What can they do from here? Well, a long-distance effort and a highly respectable one, Stuart.
Well, he surprised everybody, including me. It's a decent effort, you have to say.
Yapstam. Toure. They've given it away. Can he put it away? Oh, the referee points to the spot. Penalty. And with play stopped, they will make the change now. To finish it, Kylian Mbappe. And in it goes. As coolly as you like. Never in any doubt from the spot.
Well, as you can see, this is a wonderful strike. He makes the perfect connection, and he has so much pace on it. It's a great goal.
Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. Beckham. Müller. And there it is, the final whistle. The home fans are going to be happy with this result.
Well, Derek, they were the better team all over the pitch. We saw good individual performances. We saw an attack which was always threatening, and they played really well. What a performance that was today.
Well, the weather forecasters promised us an agreeable day for football, and that's exactly what we've got. I'm Derek Ray, positioned here on the commentary gantry, and alongside me at the microphone is Stuart Robson. And no question, this ought to be a game that gets pulses racing. It's Real Madrid, and they take on Jamshedpur.
Thanks, Derek. Well, this should be a decent game today. Both managers will have a game plan. Both teams have a certain style of play, and both sides will want to start quickly. I'm looking forward to this.
Opportunity, and the keeper getting across to stop it. Nesta. Well, just a whisker wide of the post. Not a bad effort at all. Alexander-Arnold. Now with Stam. Kimpembe. Milos Kerkez. Alonso. And Diaz has it. Making sure nothing came of it. Using all his defensive acumen to cut it out. Dalglish. Now with Beckham. Luis Diaz. The ball back with Real now. Mbappe. Well, the referee not too happy with the challenge and blows for a free kick. Eduardo Camavinga. Mbappe. Yaya Toure. Dalglish. Dalglish. Well, they stopped them in their tracks. Luis Diaz. Real Madrid coming away with it. Ludovic Giuli. Luis Diaz. Mbappe with it. And the referee has decided to add on 3 additional minutes. Paulo Futre. Plays with a positional sense that is second to none. A chance then for the respective managers to address their charges. It is half-time here. So they get the ball rolling in the second half. Even Steven here. So little to choose between the sides. Kylian Mbappe. Plenty of support here. Well, didn't go to plan in the end. Eduardo Camavinga. Mbappe. Oh, he looks threatening. In it goes! The opening goal in this contest.
Well, let's have another look at this because Mbappe shows such skill to go beyond the defender, but he's still got so much work to do. Just look at the strength he shows to hold off the defender and still get his shot away. That's a really good finish.
Luis Diaz. David Beckham. Marek Hamšík. Really inventive stuff from Real here. Toure. Marek Hamšík. Rodri. Kylian Mbappe. He's in with a chance. Well, offside by the merest of margins. Beckham. Yaya Toure. Dalglish now. So plenty of forward momentum from Real Madrid here. It might be. And it's in! Beyond the goalkeeper, Real Madrid are level.
Well, this is a very tidy finish, as you can see. He's under so much pressure, but his strength just allows him to hit through the ball cleanly. It's an excellent goal.
Well, they've been getting this. Oh, that's a top save, and it's still level pegging.
Well, had that gone in, it really would have been difficult for them to recover. Well played, the keeper.
Futre. Di Marco. And on to Toure. Now with Beckham. Just 1 minute of stoppage time, say the officials. And there it is, the full-time whistle. Well, they can't be separated, and goals very much part of the equation. Stuart, as always, interested to get your final analysis.
Well, Derek, it was a really good game between two evenly matched teams. Both had their moments, but neither side really deserved to lose this one.
Hello and a warm welcome on what is a glorious night for football. Perfect playing conditions. I'm Derek Ray at the microphone, and joining me for match commentary is Stuart Robson. And the general feeling is we should be in for a spellbinding occasion. It's Jamshedpur, and they take on Real Madrid.
Well, the atmosphere is building nicely here, and we've got two teams who like to play good football. Let's hope we get a good game here. It should be.
Alonso. Milos Kerkez. Xabi Alonso. Luis Diaz. Is it going to end up being productive for them? But a good piece of defending to bring it to an end. Not looking all that comfortable on the ball. Opportunity here. In it goes! An early opening statement in this match. And look at the celebrations.
Well, as you can see, he doesn't mess about here, does he? He's strong, well-balanced and skillful. That's a top-class finish.
So the action continues. Will there be a quick response from Real? Sneijder. Wesley Sneijder. Best. And teammates around him. And a good-looking pass. Mbappe? Oh, what an opportunity! Best. And Best has it. Desai has it. This could be the equaliser. Oh, that is a superb save. And held by the keeper at the second time of asking.
Well, he's just pulled off a great first save there. Now they can all calm down.
Well, he stopped them in their tracks. Di Marco. Snyder. Best. And with that, the first half draws to a close. So the ball rolling again, second half underway. Will Real be able to up their game? Oh, big chance! Safe pair of hands, did his job. And a throw-in it's going to be. Camavinga. The ball with Rodri. Now with Alonso. Luis Diaz. Real chance! And a little too close to the keeper in the end. Modric. Nico Williams. Passing it around as the search goes on for an equaliser. And the keeper making sure there were no scraps for them to feed on. Wesley Sneijder. Well, a successful intervention, winning the ball back. Luis Diaz. Mbappe. And Diaz has it. Diaz. It's got to be! Can they cover up? Wilting under the pressure, and now they try to go forward. Rodri. And great work to confuse the defender.
Well, what an atmosphere we've got inside this stadium. The fans are driving the players on here. Surely they're going to hang on now.
It's a splendid run by Mbappe. Chance maybe? Well, there's an example of how to press high up. Diaz. And now Rodri. And there it is, the final whistle. And the fans will be leaving the stadium with smiles on their faces.
Well, Derek, they didn't dominate the game by any means today, but overall they had the better of the chances and just about deserved their win.
Well, just the sort of weather the fans were hoping for this evening. It's absolutely ideal. My name is Derek Ray, and joining me for commentary is Stuart Robson. And with the game just moments away now, this really ought to be a superb watch. It's Manchester United, and they take on Jamshedpur.
Well, as is always the case, both teams will look to control the centre of the pitch. Whichever can do that will dominate possession and probably the game. This is going to be key, I think, today.
Schweinsteiger. Costa. Barnes. And United will get the throw in. Schweinsteiger. using all his defensive acumen to cut it out. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own, but nothing comes of it. Good defending it was. And losing possession. And they know they need to stop him. Mbappe. Xabi Alonso. Now with Kerkez. Kylian Mbappe. Schweinsteiger. Mbappe. Oh, surely! And there it is! The opening goal! 1-0, and they'll feel they deserve it!
Well, just look at this. He's so alive to the situation. That's a neat-headed goal in the end.
And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? Mbappe? Can they trouble the opposition this time? But the danger averted for now. Kimpembe. Luis Diaz. Now with Alonso. Diaz. This could square the game. Not a corner here, and that might boost their hopes. And he's done it! Parity again! A magnificent game unfolding.
Well, here's the replay, and it's a really inviting ball played into the box, begging players to attack it, and it ends up with a fairly simple finish. Certainly not much the goalkeeper can do about that.
So the ball is rolling again at 1-1. And if you're wondering about added time, 2 minutes it'll be. Well, he's certainly not alone. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Well, the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. We're at the end of 45 minutes in this game. Into the second half then, and these two sides are locked together. Just can't really choose between them at the moment. Mbappe. Barnes. Can they forge ahead? The save was a good one. And danger averted by Stam. Rui Costa. Aina. So a throw in here. Camavinga. The ball with Rodri. Xabi Alonso. Rui Costa. Mbappe. And a tidy tackle. Working so hard to win back possession. Aina. Well, we're inside the final quarter of an hour now. Bastian Schweinsteiger. Opportunity. And a goal! It's a finish of real class! No shortage of acrobatics on display here. He's judged it to perfection. Incredible header. Chasing this game. Desperate for a leveller. A fine reading of the situation. It'll shortly be full time, and the visitors have their work cut out for them. Stuart, what have you made of this?
Well, if they want to get something from this game, they need to start getting the ball into the box that little bit quicker and get players attacking the ball. Otherwise, this game will just slip away from them.
And the free kick awarded to Manchester United. It's going to be a story of two substitutes on at the same time for United. And that is going to be that. Well, a tale of woe in terms of the scoreline as far as the visitors are concerned here.
Well, Derek, it was a hard-fought contest, which neither side completely dominated, but the result will certainly hurt them. They need to bounce back next time out.
Hello and a warm welcome on what is a glorious night for football. Perfect playing conditions. I'm Derek Ray, and with me here on the commentary box is Stuart Robson. And the general feeling is we should be in for a spellbinding occasion. It's Jamshedpur, and they take on Real Madrid.
Well, we've got everything needed for a good game here. Two motivated teams, a vibrant atmosphere, and some very good players. Let's hope we're not disappointed.
Rodri. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Eduardo Camavinga. The ball with Rodri. And on to Alonso. Luis Diaz. Griezmann. Really well played pass. Alexander-Arnold. Eduardo Camavinga. Mbappe. Camavinga. Well, they keep the ball moving. Must be! And there it is! The breakthrough! That will do nicely!
Well, just look at this. He's so alive to the situation. That's a neat-headed goal in the end.
So underway again here. 1-0 the score. And clears the danger. And the danger cleared. In with a chance. Spot on with that tackle. Griezmann. Here's Mbappe. And teammates around him. But they dealt with the threat posed. Possession lost. Mbappe. Might be onto something with that ball. Real chance. And the keeper there to deal with it. And with that, the first half draws to a close. So the ball rolling again, second half underway. Will Real be able to up their game? Out of play, Real Madrid throw here. Well, Real Madrid are going to make the change now. Griezmann. Well, a really good run. Close but offside nonetheless. Alonso. That's effective pressure. High up the pitch. Mbappe. Mbappe. Well, there's a living, breathing example of positional sense. Eduardo Camavinga. Mbappe with it. Must score! Couldn't quite hang on. And into the last 20 minutes. Alonso. Luis Diaz. Xabi Alonso. And Diaz has it. Well, after pressing like that, maybe the short route to goal. Camavinga. Mbappe. An alert piece of defending. Well, the attack just lost its momentum, and the keeper will collect. Well, it's almost over, but not quite. The fans still with a bit of nail-biting to do, Stuart.
Yeah, just about edging it overall. It's been a really tight game, hasn't it? Chances at a premium, and you have to praise their defending in that regard. Just got to see out the final few minutes now. No silly mistakes at the back.
And Stam coming away with the ball. And if you're wondering about added time, 2 minutes it'll be. And there it is, the final whistle, and the fans will be leaving the stadium with smiles on their faces.
Well, Derek, it was very competitive. Chances at both ends, but I feel they were the better team, and they deserved their victory.
Well, just the sort of weather the fans were hoping for this evening. It's absolutely ideal. I'm Derek Ray, positioned here on the commentary gantry, and alongside me at the microphone is Stuart Robson. And no question, this ought to be a game that gets pulses racing. It's Jamshedpur versus Barcelona.
Well, it doesn't matter how good your players are or what formation they're playing in, you have to earn the right to play. And I'm sure that would have been reiterated by both managers in the dressing room. It promises to be a really good game here.
Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. And it took a little nick before it went over the touchline, so a throw in here. Luis Diaz. Now, who can he play it to? Mbappe? Must take the lead here. Del Piero. Cleared away comprehensively. Mbappe? And with that, the attack fizzles out. Plenty of options. And let's give credit to the defending. John Barnes. It's with Del Piero. Kerkez. Rodri. And Diaz has it. The ball with Rodri. Eduardo Camavinga. Alonso. Kerkez. Moving the ball nicely, but can they forge ahead? I think I spoke too soon. Wasn't the best of passes finally. Running with... and a chance for the lead! And a goal this time! Applying the finishing touch. Just what the doctor ordered.
Well, I have to say, looking at the replay, he couldn't have placed that any better, could he? What a good goal that is.
And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? Can he find the right pass? Mbappe. Xabi Alonso. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. And with that, the first half draws to a close. And the second half underway, with Barcelona looking to build upon what was a largely positive first half showing. John Barnes. Müller. Müller. Good tackle. Likes to run with the ball at his feet. Mbappe. This could be the equaliser. A goal! Real excitement. A back and forth type of game. Now they're level.
Well, I have to say, that's a good finish. He knew exactly what he wanted to do there. He's just passed it into the corner. That's a nice goal.
So in business once more, on the back of that very important equaliser. 1-1. Luis Diaz. Goretzka. He continues his run. Can he put them in front? Oh, did so well to deny him. Rodri. Luis Diaz. And into the last 15 minutes of action. Now, options are plenty. The importance of that tackle cannot be overstated. And they're making a change. Oh, he really bruised the crossbar. Well, you can almost feel the goalkeeper's relief.
Well, how close was that? The keeper can't believe he's clutching the ball here.
Offside the decision. Kerkez. Alonso. Luis Diaz. Mbappe. So much focus. In with a chance. Keeper did his job to begin with. And there is the referee's whistle for full time. Even Steven here, they can't be separated. We were treated to goals. And Stuart, interested to get your verdict.
Well, Derek, what a good game it was. Plenty of chances, some good attacking play, and a couple of outstanding individual performances.
And a warm welcome on what is a fine day for football. I'm delighted to be able to report. I'm Derek Ray, positioned here on the commentary gantry, and alongside me at the microphone is Stuart Robson. And we can't wait for this one to start with justifiable cause. It is Manchester United, and they take on Jamshedpur.
Well, Derek, we can talk about coaches and their methods, but it's now down to the players. Which ones are going to stand out, who will affect the game, and who will have the greater desire? It should be a cracking game, though.
Just cutting off the supply. Declan Rice. Here's Eto. Doing his best with that pass. Can they forge ahead? Luis Diaz. Emphasis on the clearance, a good one. Declan Rice. Now Harry Kane. United couldn't keep it. Kylian Mbappe. It's got to be! Well, not quite the header he had in mind, and the goalkeeper gobbling that one up. Hamshik. And on to Al-Owairan. Al-Owairan. And with that, the attack fizzles out. And that is going to be a free kick. Xabi Alonso. Harry Kane. Effective challenge. Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe! And a precise challenge just when it was required. And with that, the first half draws to a close. And as the second half commences, both sides can reflect on a first half in which they were so very evenly matched. Mbappe. Now with Alonso. Diaz. How can he take them on and beat them? Alonso. Hamshik. And Eto'o. And he's in. Keeper getting the touch. Well, able to survive that attacking push. Well, they're moving it around with real purpose here. He's in with a chance. Can they cover up? Well, really calm, composed goalkeeping there.
It certainly was on the second attempt. It was the first save that really stood out. That was a brilliant piece of goalkeeping.
It's going to be United's free kick. Here's a change for Manchester United. Well, I must say, that goes down as a very disappointing effort. Eduardo Camavinga. And the free kick awarded to Manchester United.
Well, what a final few minutes we have in store for us here. And the United fans certainly playing their part. But can they...
Can he put them in front? And a goal! This is why we adore this game. Late drama, and now they're in front.
Well, just look at how poor the defending is here. But I have to say, it's still a very tidy finish. He looked really assured there.
Manchester United really going for broke, with 3 substitutes coming on at this juncture. Federico Valverde. Rodri. And on to Alonso. Well, late in the game here, they know what they need, and that's an equaliser. Can he find the right pass? Rodri. And that will be all for this game anyway, and defeat for the visitors, much to the disappointment of their supporters.
Well, I thought it was a really intense game. Lots of quality, lots of good individual displays. In the end, though, they won't be happy with the defeat.
Welcome everyone on a perfect night for football with the floodlights beaming down. I'm Derek Ray on the commentary gantry and delighted to be joined as always by Stuart Robson. And the general feeling is we should be in for a spellbinding occasion. It's Jamshedpur facing Barcelona.
Yes, thanks as always, Derek. We've got 2 good teams here, so I'm anticipating a really good game. The atmosphere is electric inside the stadium before kick-off, and hopefully we're not disappointed.
Well, he's certainly not alone. Alexander-Arnold. Well, that is how to nullify the opposition. Socrates. And on to Ramirez. Excellent use of the ball as they make their way forward. Fuller. Barcelona have given us away. Rudi Fuller. Socrates. Again, Barcelona couldn't keep it. Mbappe. Federico Chiesa. Must take the lead here. Not out of the woods yet. Mbappe. Mbappe with it. Xabi Alonso. What can they do from here? Socrates. And teammates around him. Opportunity to take the lead. Well, an attempt to forget all about, unfortunately.
Yeah, got it all wrong. Trying to pass it into the corner, opened up his body, but didn't make the right sort of contact.
Kerkez. Luis Diaz. And with that, the first half draws to a close. Underway then in the second half. And the two teams matching each other just about stride for stride. Can he put it in? Wilting under the pressure, and now they try to go forward. Eduardo Camavinga. Real chance. And a goal! Now they've broken through. 1-0 here.
Well, you have to admire this bit of play. Just look how he runs with the ball. He always looked in control, didn't he? That's a brilliant goal.
And back underway. 1-0 it is. 30 minutes left for play. The free kick decision goes the way of Barcelona. Rudi Fuller. Now, options are plenty. And let's give credit to the defending. Son. On the ball, Rafael Leao. And deflected beyond the byline. So a corner here. And the danger cleared. Ake.
Well, not much time left now, and these supporters are doing everything they can to get their team over the finish line. What an atmosphere.
Well, possession ceded. Is it going to end up being productive for them? And he's in. And a goal! They lead by 2 now. And that allows them to breathe a bit more easily.
Well, as you can see, not much power, but great accuracy. He made that look so easy, didn't he?
And they will make the change now. So back underway with the lead standing at 2-0. Well, 3 minutes of stoppage time, that's what the officials have said. The referee blows for full time. It ends at a victory for the home team. No complaints from the fans here.
Well, Derek, it was fairly comfortable in the end because they were tactically superior, had better individuals, and were always a threat going forward. It was a really good performance and a good result as well.
Hello and a warm welcome on what is a glorious night for football. Perfect playing conditions. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, ready to provide all the analysis, is Stuart Robson. And everyone here on tenterhooks, you'd have to say with good reason. It's Jamshedpur, and they face Venezia.
Well, it doesn't matter how good your players are or what formation they're playing in, you have to earn the right to play. And I'm sure that would have been reiterated by both managers in the dressing room. It promises to be a really good game here.
Lewandowski. Yaya Toure. Azar on the ball. That's a good-looking run from Eden Azar, but they dealt with the threat posed. Mbappe. Well, this looks really productive. What can they do from this position? The referee spotted the little nick on the way through, so a throw-in coming up. Alonso. Well, the threat was very real. Marvellous defending. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga. Rodri. Mbappe. And he has options available. Mbappe. Can they forge ahead? A goal! On the back of sustained pressure. Now they deservedly hold the advantage.
Well, here it is again, and what a good build-up this is. Quick, incisive passing, clever movement, and all done at pace, which led to a simple finish. That's a real joy to watch.
Well, the ball is moving once more. How important will that opening goal prove to be? Well, a bit of an unforced error, and it's going to be a throw. Camavinga. Kylian Mbappe. Well, half-time coming up shortly, and the home side on top. Stuart, interested to get your critique.
Yes, they're defended really well all over the pitch. Their work rate and discipline has been excellent, but any drop in tempo and this lead could easily slip away.
And that is going to be a free kick. All fairly run-of-the-mill in terms of what the keeper had to do. Well, he took care of it defensively. So the whistle then. We're at the halfway stage in this match. Well, they've got things going again here, and I wonder what kind of second half we have in store for us. Stam. Eduardo Camavinga. Alexander-Arnold. Toure. Lewandowski. Here's Rafinha. This is Robert Lewandowski. Camavinga. Here's Mbappe. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. Rafinha. Stam. Rodri. Good movement. Stam. Fernandes. Lewandowski. 20 minutes remaining. This is Robert Lewandowski. Well, patient passing could be the key to bringing themselves level. Mbappe. Fine run from Mbappe. Guti. Eden Hazard. Rafinha. And on to Toure. Well, time is against them. They have work to do. Well, didn't go to plan in the end.
Well, what an atmosphere we've got inside this stadium. The fans are driving the players on here. Surely they're going to hang on now.
Fernandes. Very quick thinking there. And there it is, the final whistle. And the fans will be leaving the stadium with smiles on their faces.
Well, Derek, it was a tight game. Both sides had their moments and chances, but overall, they just about shaded it. A well-earned victory.
Well, just the sort of weather the fans were hoping for this evening. It's absolutely ideal. I'm Derek Ray, ready here in the commentary position, and alongside me is the former Arsenal, West Ham and Coventry midfielder, Stuart Robson. And with the atmosphere really building up nicely, we should be in for a terrific contest. It's Real Madrid, and they take on Jamshedpur.
Well, this should be interesting today. I like the makeup of both teams. They really do have a good balance of attacking and defensive qualities. But the team that has the greater desire will probably come out on top.
Raul. Well, taken away. He won the ball. Camavinga. Here's Mbappe. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. But they took care of the situation defensively. Yaya Toure. Luis Diaz. Clean challenge. Camavinga. Definitely look as though they want to make this move count. High pressing and good high pressing. Raul. Well, they couldn't keep hold of it. Mbappe. And Diaz has it. Can he finish? A good and fair challenge. Xabi Alonso. And Diaz has it. Diaz? Can they forge ahead? No nonsense clearance. Luis Diaz. A glorious chance. And the keeper there to deal with it. In it goes! Well, the pressure has been mounting, and now they have the lead.
Well, here we can see again just how well Alexander-Arnold did to get the cross into such a good area. And then what a great finish as well. Good connection with the ball, leaving the keeper with little chance. It's a great goal.
Well, the action underway. Can Real find a response now? And there it is, the half-time whistle. Well, as they get the ball rolling again, interesting to see how the second half pans out. Brilliant piece of skill. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Nedved. Kylian Mbappe. Foul there. Free kick awarded. Rodri. Luis Diaz. It should be! And that came off the defender, so it'll be a corner. And stopping the danger. Luis Diaz. Diaz? Is this the moment? Quite simply, an opportunity wasted. Easy for the keeper. Xabi Alonso. 20 minutes remaining. Rodri. Camavinga. The textbook interception. Raul. That's a well-struck pass. And he's in. Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe.
Well, these Real fans are driving their team on to get this equaliser, but time is running out. Will they get another big chance?
Milos Kerkez. Alonso. And 3 minutes will be added on for stoppages. And foul it is then. Now they're going to alter things. Here's the substitution. Read it well. Real Madrid attacking, and they have to give it a go with time not on their side. And so the referee blows for full time, and it goes down as a victory for the visitors.
Yes, Derek, there wasn't much in it, to be honest. Really competitive game with chances at both ends, but they probably just about edged it overall and deserved the result in the end.
And good evening on what is a perfect night for football. The floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. I'm Derek Ray on the commentary gantry, and sharing duties with me today, Stuart Robson. And everyone here on tenterhooks, you'd have to say with good reason. It's Jamshedpur versus Inter Miami.
Well, both teams know they need to start the game well here, try to dominate the midfield area and get their creative players on the ball. This should be an interesting game, I think.
Luis Diaz, Mbappe. And he's made headway. Oh, that's a fine save. And the danger is averted. Luis Diaz. The ball with Rodri. And teammates around him. Mbappe. Now with Alonso. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. Fernando Torres. Fine tackle there to prevent the chance. And they know they need to stop him. Surely, in it goes! The goal for 1-0, and that changes the dynamic.
Well, here's the replay, and what a well-delivered cross this is. Perfectly placed, but the finish is far too easy. He doesn't even have to jump. How has he afforded that much space? It's a tidy header, but really poor defending.
And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? Alexis McAllister. Torres now. Fernando Torres. And nothing comes of this attack. Mbappe. Here's Mbappe. Wonderful chance. Well, the goalkeeper making a big contribution and denying him another one.
Well, it's another chance for him. As you said, he looks so hungry for goals today.
Well, there is going to be stoppage time, but only the 1 minute. So the whistle then. We're at the halfway stage in this match. So back underway and an intriguing second half in prospect. And playing it to the goalkeeper. Pedri. McAllister. Torres. This could level it. Well, chasing the game, but now a corner. The corner kicks keep on coming. And a goal, the equaliser. Superb entertainment. So, a level contest, 1-1. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Rodri. Fernando Torres. Xabi Alonso. Mbappe. Diaz. Is this the moment? And a goal it is to put them in front again. No less than they deserve.
Well, this is worth watching again. Mbappe beats the challenge with such ease, and then what a strike. That's hit with such ferocity. Certainly no stopping that. That's a great goal.
Well, great read there to intercept. Paulo Futre. Must be. And it goes! The leveller! Thrilling stuff here.
Well, as you can see, he's a dangerous runner with the ball. He has such good balance and pace. That's a top-class goal, isn't it?
And time for the change now. Well, another equaliser. What a topsy-turvy game this has been. A move of promise. Is it going to end with them scoring the winning goal? But nothing comes of it. Fernando Torres. Oh, big opportunity! And a throw-in it's going to be. So deciding to make a personnel change at this juncture. 2 minutes of stoppage time coming up. Kerkez. Now with Alonso. And there is the referee's whistle for full time. Even Steven here. They can't be separated. We were treated to goals. And Stuart, interested to get your verdict.
Well, Derek, what a good game it was. Plenty of chances, some good attacking play, and a couple of outstanding individual performances. I really enjoyed that one.
And a warm welcome on what is an ideal night for football, you've got to say. I'm Derek Ray on the commentary gantry, and sharing duties with me today, Stuart Robson. And with the atmosphere really building up nicely, we should be in for a terrific contest. It's Jamshedpur, and they take on Real Madrid.
Well, thanks, Derek. The best coach I played under would always tell us before kick-off, earn the right to play. If you can win your individual battles, outrun your opponent, eventually you'll get the space to show your ability. I'm sure that's being echoed by the coaches here today.
Valverde, Elanga, Isco. Must take the lead here. Well, the keeper wanted to take it cleanly and did. Mbappe, Alonso. Elanga. Isco. Valverde. Camavinga. And he did well to cut it out. Isco. Can he find the right pass? And the deflection means a corner. And he did what he had to do defensively. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. So deflection, and it will be a throw-in. Kimpembe. Anthony Elanga. Galeno. Federico Valverde. Aina. Genuine chance. And there it is, 1-0. Their efforts have been rewarded. And look at the celebrations.
Well, here's the replay, and what a well-delivered cross this is. Perfectly placed. And the finish is brilliantly taken, just guided beyond the goalkeeper. What a good goal that is.
And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? Smuggled away. So 1 minute of stoppage time. That's what the officials have said. And so it is. The first half story has been written. Substitution for Real Madrid. Well, it is advantage Real after the first 45 minutes, but there's a long way from being settled. Isco. Isco moving with authority. Kylian Mbappe. And it will be a free kick to Real Madrid. Dembele. Dodo. Dembele. Plenty of support here. Well, he was eager to have a go, but it didn't work out for him. On to Kerkez. And Diaz has it. Rodri. Eduardo Camavinga. Mbappe with it. Well, we have 20 minutes left in this game. This could square the game. And a goal! Real excitement here. The equaliser.
Well, it's lovely technique, as you can see. He just wraps his foot around the ball and bends it beyond the keeper. That's a good goal.
So underway again here on the back of that leveller. Can they forge ahead? Real Madrid have been awarded the free kick. They've decided that now is the time to go to the bench. High quality defending.
Well, the fans are making so much noise here. They believe that...
And he's through here. It's got to be. And a goal! This is why we adore this game. Late drama, and now they're in front.
Well, I won't get tired of watching this. It's an outstanding bit of play. Just look how far he runs with the ball. That's a great goal.
What a big moment in the dying embers. Will it prove decisive here? Camavinga. What about the stoppage time situation? 2 minutes the word. And there it is, the final whistle, and the fans will be leaving the stadium with smiles on their faces.
Well, Derek, what a good finish to the game that was. They just wore down the opposition, and in the end, they got their reward. That's a really good win for them.
Well, just the sort of weather the fans were hoping for this evening. It's absolutely ideal. My name is Derek Ray, positioned here on the commentary gantry, and sitting next to me, ready to give you all the analysis, is Stuart Robson. And no question, this ought to be a game that gets pulses racing. It's Jamshedpur versus Manchester United.
Thanks, Derek. Well, both managers will be reminding their players of starting the game quickly, pinning the opposition back, playing the ball forward and regaining possession as quickly as possible. Hopefully, we get a really good game here.
Hansko, Federico Di Marco, Joshua Kimmich. Fernandes. Federico Di Marco. Martinez. It has gone over the touchline for what'll be a throw-in. Luis Diaz. Can he find the right pass? Well, possession ceded. Gyökeres. Untidy on the ball. Goalkeeper has it. David Hansko. Bruno Fernandes. And he was in the right place to intercept. Joshua Kimmich. Not smooth in possession. Mateus Cunha. Federico Di Marco. Kimmich. And here's Cunha. Well, it's one pass after another. After the foul, a chance to contemplate what is next, and perhaps a goal from this free kick. And still dangerous. Mbappe. And Emiliano Martinez has it. Mbappe. Not a huge chunk of added time, 1 minute. So the whistle then, we're at the halfway stage in this match. Well, underway once more, and it's going to be fascinating to see what developments occur in this second half. Hansko. Federico Di Marco. Fernandes. Di Marco. Well, a really good run. Aware of the threat, solving the problem. And beyond the byline, goal kick then. Kimpembe. And on to Alonso. And into the last 30 minutes now. Tremendous intuition to win it back. Victor Osimhen. And now with Osimhen. Failed to keep hold of it. Mbappe. He's in here. Victor Osimhen. And here's Cunha. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Mbappe. And United regaining possession here. 10 minutes left for play. Manchester United on the front foot in the closing moments. Can they find a winner? But a good piece of defending to bring it to an end.
Well, what a final few minutes we have here. And the fans are certainly playing their part. But can they take one of these chances that come their way and win this game?
Just the clearance that was needed. And that will be all for this game anyway. No goals to report, defences on top. And Stuart, as ever, interested to get your take.
Well, Derek, I think it was a good tactical battle. There was a lot of endeavour, some good...
Hello, it's great to be with you. And no problems at all on the weather front as we get ready for this match. I'm Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, ready to provide all the technical and tactical analysis, is Stuart Robson. And with the atmosphere really building up nicely, we should be in for a terrific contest. What might we see today, Stuart?
Well, thanks, Derek, as always. The scene is set. Two good teams. A great.
And he's in. In it goes! That will do nicely for starters. First goal of the game. So underway again here. 1-0 the score. Salah. And a throw-in forthcoming. Salah. Declan Rice. Mo Salah. Going well. A corner will ensue. Danger averted for now, but it'll be another corner. Just knocked it out of there. And he's taken it away. And they will be awarded a free kick for that. Virgil van Dijk. Isaac. Gullit. Salah. Salah. Well, using the space really well, but now can they push on? But nothing comes of it. Good defending it was. Isaac. Not the best challenge. Free kick. Gullit. Salah. Plenty of support here. Well, the attack just lost its momentum, and the keeper will collect. And taking it away. Isaac. So almost at the break here, and not quite going to plan for the home side. Work to do, Stuart.
Well, they've not had...
Oh, big chance! Oh dear, a moment to forget all about, I think.
Well, he has to do a lot better there. He's gone for power, but he's completely miscued it.
And that was a very fine read. Well, wait, don't go anywhere. We're going to have 5 additional minutes. Clear foul play, and as a result, a free kick forthcoming. Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, great attacking play. Goalkeeper's ball, and was always going to be. And with that, the first half draws to a close. Well, they've got things going again here, and I wonder what kind of second half we have in store for us. And over the byline, goal kick coming up. Mo Salah. Well, they've given him too much space. Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. Mo Salah. Couldn't keep it. Well, high marks for that pass. Opportunity it is. And it's got to be. And a goal to square the game. Edge of the seat stuff.
Well, as you can see, he's a great talent. What a run, what a goal, and what a player he is.
So back underway following the equaliser. Salah. Gullit. And a timely intervention. Mo Salah. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. He's lost it. Diaz. And he's through here. And a goal! Just like that, they're back in front.
Well, I won't get tired of watching this. It's an outstanding bit of play. Just look how far he runs with the ball. That's a great goal.
And the ball is moving again. Anyone's guess how this is going to finish. 2-1 currently. Kevin De Bruyne. Dalglish now. De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne on the move. Really important piece of last-ditch defending. And the referee spotted the foul, but has played advantage. But had to blow the whistle that time. Free kick it's going to be. Ruud Gullit.
Well, just listen to this crowd. They want a bit more. They know there's still plenty of time to find an equaliser. Surely they get another chance. Maybe two.
Well, with 5 minutes remaining and just 1 goal between them, still the prospect of late excitement in this match. And not cleared away properly. And snuffing out the danger. Gullit. The referee has decided there will be just 1 minute of added time. Salah. In it goes to increase their advantage. And will that be the goal that ends up securing it for them? And there goes the final whistle, much to the disappointment of their supporters.
Well, Derek, I thought it was a subpar performance from them. Just didn't look as sharp as normal, and I don't think they deserved anything from the game. They need to get a better performance in next time out.
Hello and a warm welcome on what is a glorious night for football. Perfect playing conditions. My name is Derek Ray, and joining me for commentary is Stuart Robson. And if this game lives up to its billing, we're in for a riveting occasion. It's Manchester United, and they take on Jamshedpur.
Thanks, Derek, as always. This should be a good game. Great atmosphere inside the stadium. We've got two teams full of quality, some interesting matchups, and two coaches that want to play an attractive brand of football. What more could you ask for?
David Alaba. And the danger cleared. Well, that's gone out, and it is going to be a goal kick. Alexander-Arnold. Rodri. Mbappe with it. Pretty straightforward for the keeper. Camavinga. The ball with Rodri. Mbappe. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. Well, that'll be a free kick. Milos Kerkez. Alonso. Luis Diaz. He has teammates around him. Lavia. El Shaarawy. And the free kick awarded to Manchester United. Smuggled away. Bobby Charlton. And Diaz has it. Eduardo Camavinga. Likes to run with the ball at his feet. Ferreira. El Shaarawy. And with that, the first half draws to a close. And as the second half commences, both sides can reflect on a first half in which they were so very evenly matched. Lavia. Well, that's how to dispossess your opponent. And he's broken free. And it's in! 1-0. They've breached the defence.
Well, here we can see just how good this goal is. It has everything. Skill, pace and power. There was no stopping him there.
Well, the ball is moving once more. How important will that opening goal prove to be? Kylian Mbappe. Lavia. Now El Shaarawy. Now with Charlton. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. Charlton. Charlton! Oh, it's a penalty, in the opinion of the referee, and maybe they'll be able to level this up. And now to level the game. Wonderful chance! Romeo Lavia. Now El Shaarawy. No two ways about it. A wild, wild attempt.
Well, it's so hard to get this right, and he just couldn't adjust his body quickly enough.
They will now make use of the substitutes bench. And take it away. Charlton. Well, it wasn't a taxing save. Mbappe. Gvardiol. Charlton. It's going to be United's free kick.
Well, I'm not sure United have been at their best, but there's still time to find that equaliser. And you have to say the crowd have been brilliant. They're still driving their team on.
Clearly took a touch on the way out of play, so a throw-in to come. The clock is against Manchester United here, but their dreams remain alive. And the referee has decided to add on a minimum of 5 minutes. Diaz. And reading it, absolute could be. And so the referee blows for full time, and it goes down as a victory for the visitors.
Well, Derek, it was a really tight game, but they were the better side over the 90 minutes, and they fully deserved their victory today.
Well, just the sort of weather the fans were hoping for this evening. It's absolutely ideal. I'm Derek Ray in the commentary position, and alongside me is the former Arsenal and West Ham midfield player Stuart Robson. And with the game just moments away now, this really ought to be a superb watch. It's Jamshedpur taking on Manchester United.
Thanks, Derek. Well, both managers will be reminding their players of starting the game quickly, pinning the opposition back, playing the ball forward and regaining possession as quickly as possible. Hopefully, we get a really good game here.
Mbappe. And with that, the attack fizzles out. And clears the danger. Eduardo Camavinga. Mbappe with it. Bobby Charlton. Alexis Sanchez. Good intervention from Stam. In with a chance. It has to be, surely. Well, he's been ruled offside. Top-class defending. Mbappe. Mbappe. Frimpong. Vitor Ferreira. And a fine tackle. Mbappe. Vitor Ferreira. El Shaarawy. A really committed challenge, and it's gone out for a throw-in. Lavia. And still dangerous. And the attack fizzling out. 1 minute of stoppage time has been added on. Diaz. And with that, the first half draws to a close. Well, as they get the ball rolling again, interesting to see how the second half pans out. Camavinga. Here's Mbappe. And it's opening up. And a goal to open the scoring. No wonder they're celebrating.
Well, here it is again. He goes past his marker so easily with just a drop of the shoulder. And all you can do is admire the finish by Mbappe. He hits the ball so cleanly. It's a fantastic strike.
Luis Diaz. Oh, in with a chance. El Shaarawy. The defender coming out on top in the battle with Alexis Sanchez. Eduardo Camavinga. Kylian Mbappe. Oh, he's found the net. And that increases the advantage to 2. Just what they wanted and just what they deserve.
Well, here you can see it again. Good run, great strength, and a composed finish under pressure. That's a top-class goal.
Camavinga. That's effective pressure, high up the pitch. Well, what can they do to stop him running at them? Well, didn't go to plan in the end. Must score! And denied by the keeper. Impressive. And they will make the change now. And the danger is averted. Crespo. Just the challenge that was required. El Shaarawy. Oh, beating his opponent with ease. And it's still on. And they've reduced the arrears. You never know. They still believe in themselves. And with play stopped, they will make the change now. And back to Peter Schmeichel. And there it is, the final whistle. And the fans will be leaving the stadium with smiles on their faces.
Yes, Derek, there wasn't much in it, to be honest. Really competitive game with chances at both ends, but they probably just about edged it overall and deserved the result in the end.
Well, just the sort of weather the fans were hoping for this evening. It's absolutely ideal. I'm Derek Ray, and adjacent to me in the commentary box is Stuart Robson. And without doubt, a match with the potential to bring genuine excitement. It is Manchester United, and they take on Jamshedpur.
Well, thanks, Derek. The best coach I played under would always tell us before kick-off, earn the right to play. If you can win your individual battles, outrun your opponent, eventually you'll get the space to show your ability. I'm sure that's being echoed by the coaches here today.
On to Kerkez. The ball with Rodri. Mbappe. And Diaz has it. The attack continues. They're making considerable progress. That's a foul, and it will be a potentially dangerous free kick. Well, any goalkeeper would be disappointed if he didn't save that. Frimpong. Rodri. Lavia. Bobby Charlton. A glorious chance. Can they slot it home? And in at the second time of asking. Just what was required.
Well, as you can see, the first save is a good one, but they can't react quickly enough to the second ball. The keeper's a bit unlucky, really.
So underway again here. 1-0 the score. And an astute piece of defending. And he keeps going. Chance for the leveller. It might still be problematic. Still a chance. Clear deflection and a corner now. And the problem not completely solved. Alonso. Luis Diaz. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Untidy in possession. Kerkez. Kylian Mbappe. Well, did well to win the ball back. And the whistle is sounded for half-time in this game. Away they go again. Second half is underway here. Gvardiol. Alexis Sanchez. Might be able to get in. He's got to score! A good and fair challenge. Mbappe. And he's through here. Oh, that is a superb save. Alonso. Kaut. Camavinga. Mbappe. Might it be Mbappe? And a goal! Real excitement here. The equaliser.
Well, this is a very tidy finish, as you can see. He's under so much pressure, but his strength just allows him to hit through the ball cleanly. It's an excellent goal.
Back underway. Level pegging. 1 goal apiece in this game. Well, we have 20 minutes left in this game. Alexis Sanchez. An effective challenge. El Shaarawy. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga. Here's Mbappe. Romeo Lavia. Still level here, but Manchester United making a push near the end. Kylian Mbappe. Eduardo Camavinga. Is it going to be? Just knocked it out of there.
Well, the atmosphere is so tense inside this stadium, but can United find that moment of magic to win the game? The crowd certainly think so. Just listen to them.
Can he put them in front? Oh, a goal! And is that going to be the one that wins it for them? There's every chance, and the fans are lapping this up.
Well, just look at this again. He's so hard to knock off the ball once he gets going. Of course the defending could be better, but that's a great individual goal.
Well, they have elected to go to the bench at this stage of the game. And so the referee blows for full time and it goes down as a victory for the visitors.
Well, Derek, it was a tight game. Both sides had their moments and chances, but overall, they just about shaded it. A well-earned victory.